Hey guys, here we have 5 Empire number 62s. This guy right here is my latest engine. It's a pretty early one. Um, it is actually badged here as Empire 62. I believe this particular engine here is a pre-war. And the reason why I say that is because of the badge in the back, the oscillator, the round whistle topper, the sight glass fits into the fittings and slides into them. So I think this is pre-war. I really didn't have to really do much to this engine. The only thing I did was remove the sight glass, clean the fittings, put a new seal in, and polish it. I didn't take anything else apart at all. I tightened the safety valve here so it wouldn't leak. I'm actually out of my McAllister seals right now, but it's sealed right now. So let's look at these other 62s I have. This one is similar to the one behind it, but we have now moved to a piston, which all the other 62s have a piston, right? And they're going to have a pivot right here on the main piston rod right here. They are able to go back and forth. This one's different because it has a grooved flywheel, which generally you find on accessories. I actually have a 90 that also has a grooved wheel on it. I'm thinking this guy right here is probably post-war, and maybe they were just putting things together. Also, another thing that says that maybe it's a post-war, the whistle top here, it's a little different to where it's kind of rounded and it's short, and it just has a hole drilled right here. I mean, it's just very simple. It works. I speculate maybe they were just spinning up after the war, making war items and getting back into steam engines. Again, speculation. And maybe that's why they have a grooved flywheel, because that's why they had it on there. It has a perch, but it does not have a badge here. They've now moved to, let's see if I can see if you can see it. Here, it's stamped Empire and number 62 down here. Now this guy, usually the copper tanks are on 90s, but this is a 62. We're now fully into pressed metal, no longer a perch, but it's still the pivot for 62, right? The sight glass now floats in between these two fittings and no longer slide into the fittings themselves. Here's one that you normally find as a 62, which is a silver tank and red. But you can tell that these are essentially the same engines, except this guy's copper. Here is a 62 that has a black tank base, and also its perch is black. I've seen a couple of other ones that are black here on the base, but the perch is still nickeled. I like this little guy because it's black here and black here. Very nice little engine. So let's go back to my newest engine. Come in a little closer. This is a very, very nice engine. She had a little calcium inside, especially around the sight glass, but otherwise a really, really clean engine. Let's come in closer and look at the badge. Here we can see the voltage, the wattage, and the model number 62. There's a good look at the sight glass. Come out a little bit more. Here you can see the rounded whistle topper, the oscillator. You can see the groove here to catch water. And if we look at the stack, you can see that the stack is not curled. That is the same as this guy back here, but all my other ones have a curling down here. So these are definitely later models, and these are earlier. All right, let's see if we can plug her up. Another interesting thing here is on the pivot. We can see that it just has like a little pin. It doesn't have a screw. I have other 43s that are older that have the round top here that is just a little pivot pin right here. To be honest, I kind of like that little pivot pin. Almost ready. There we go. She's almost going. There we go. She runs very well. Very quiet. I imagine this engine was not ran a lot. Maybe just a few times. Maybe just enough to get some calcium inside the darn thing. And then put away very safely for nearly 80 years. Or maybe even over 80 years. Very good solid whistle. It's very tight for the lever. As you can tell, she runs very, very fast. Very clean, very nice engine. Probably one of my better ones, to be quite honest. Do a little pan on my engines. There we go, I've unplugged her. And she'll run quite a while without any power. There we go. Hope you enjoyed my Empire number 62s.